Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for the closing event of the European TAGIF project. The TAGIF project event, the title for today is Learn Elsewhere and Transform Here, and that sums up very well the spirit of the project. Which is international mobility for apprentices at the heart of transition within companies. And the different fields of the project are inclusion, ecological transition, and digital transition. And today we will have 4 key moments. Then for the first one, the partners are going to present you the project and the results. And second one, we will have roundtables around inclusion with 2 sessions with different speakers. After the 2 sessions, we could ask questions and interact with us with great pleasure. And then we will have a break, and at 11:30, we will have another roundtable. It would be the third time. Another roundtable about artificial intelligence and ecological transition to see how they come together. Then for the fourth time, it will be the perspective of the project to see what we can co-design with you to continue that project. And then I hope you have a very good morning-oriented future. And now I hand over to Daniel Sionneau.
Thank you, Marina. I'm very pleased to open this international event as part of the closing meeting of the Erasmus Cooperation Project TAGIF, Transnational Apprenticeship for Green and Inclusive Future, coordinated by FormatSup with our incredible partners IMH and from Elgoibar, Pays Basque, and IPS from Santarém, Portugal. The main aim of the project, the essential aim of this opening session is to highlight what the project has achieved, the experiments carried out, the tools developed, and the new opportunities created through international mobility as a way to observe, share knowledge, and innovate. The project has been carried out by our partner of FormatSup, École Centrale Méditerranée. I don't see Guillaume. He's here. Also, CTEC Engineering School in Toulon, IMRED in University of Nice, Polyaéro Hautes-Alpes, Polytech Sofia from Université Côte d'Azur, and Polytech Marseille from Aix-Marseille University. Our 2 international partners here. So I give the floor to Ishaka Egurbid.
The Elgoibar Machine Tool Institute is an advanced manufacturing center which provides specialized training in advanced manufacturing and offers applied innovation services to the manufacturing sector. The IMH trains over 2,000 students annually over a wide range of programs which cater to the needs of the manufacturing sector for highly qualified staff. In order to do this, the IMH has a team of 90 professionals with wide-ranging technical, methodological, and scientific skills. For example, we implement high-performance-oriented methodologies and multilingualism, the dual sandwich course model, and offer an integrated program of vocational training courses, continuous training, and dual sandwich engineering. In the sphere of applied innovation in the manufacturing sector, the IMH works in partnership with other educational centres, gaining expert knowledge, which is then reapplied in our training programmes, resulting in new services. The IMH aims to serve people and businesses, helping them to shape their own futures. Our future is already on the move. Let's improve it together.
So, as you say, this is Machine Toolist to this IMH. Okay, we are coming from the Basque Country. We are in an quite a small region, Basque Country, Guipúzcoa, very related to the advanced manufacturing industry, machine tool and advanced manufacturers related to aeronautics, automotives, new renewable energies, and so on and so on. So we was founded in this context to support this type of industry in the Basque Country. No? We are vocational training school, we are university school, we are engineering school, trying to boost this ecosystem, trying to work together with them. And for that, we have a general offer related to the industry, advanced manufacturing. We are quite active in continuing training processes, lifelong learning processes. We have been a pioneer engineering school in Spain, developing the alternance apprentissage. Yeah, and we are working with them in applied research projects, with companies. And this is our reality. And in this context, we are very related to these internationalized companies. Our machine tool builders, they are exporting more than 90% of their machines. So for us, this type of projects related to the apprentissage, alternance, related to the mobility issues is a key point, okay? Because we are working with this reality. We are working with the reality that they need high valued competencies, and they are working in all over the world. No? So we have to train this type of students, young people. So for us, it's very important to be involved in this type of project. No? So yeah, this is our presentation and what we are again.
Hello, everyone. Very welcome to our final meeting of TAGIF project. It is a great pleasure, a great honor to be part of this team, to be part of this project, to be part of this challenge we started 2 years ago with FormaSup and with EMH, and in Daniel and Ishaka. I want to congratulate all the teams integrated, all the partners, all these great number of institutions integrated in this consortium. For Santarém, it was a big honor, a big responsibility, but a big pleasure to be part of this transformation, of this change of mentalities. We pick up I think, 3 most important and actual pillars for European Union: digital transition, ambiental sustainability, and inclusion, and work these 3 pillars. Prepare contents, capacitate students, create impact in the companies, in the territories. We are part of the change. We are working in change our mentalities, our methodologies, our way to do the things in the real world. I think this is the most important message of these 2 years. Today we are going to see a good number of very good practices we integrate in the companies, we mentoring the students, and the territory retain these new approaches. So the 2 years is a very win time. For the future, we want more. We want this consortium work permanently in this new change of mentalities and bring new apports, new challenge, and new values for Portugal, for Spain, and for France. Daniel, it was a pleasure to be part of TAGIF project. Thank you.
For FormaSup, I can still stay here. For FormaSup, I want to also present a little what we do here. FormaSup is an inter-university and inter-professional apprentice training center, CFA, Centre de Formation d'Apprentis. We are original CFA. Created by representative from business and university in the South region. Representative of business for us is the MEDEF and all the companies of Région PACA. And the university are Aix-Marseille Université, Université de Côte d'Azur, Université de Toulon, Université d'Avignon, Centrale Méditerranée, Sciences Po Aix, INSTN, Institut National des Sciences et Techniques du Nucléaire, au CEA de Cadarache. I hope I didn't forget anybody. It's a great network of university with the companies working together. That is FormaSup. An outside the walls apprentice training center. And we have our team in FormaSup, with part of our members are in Marseille. Another part, we also have a team in Nice, and we have a team in Tallard, in Polyhéro, Hautes-Alpes, who are part also of FormaSup. We have, at the moment, we were created in 1993, and now we have 8,000 apprentices. And it's around 450 work-study training programs. So it's a wide variety of formation. I cannot list every formation, it would be too long. But the idea is to open apprenticeship to the different fields so that many young people who are students can accede to this fantastic pedagogic way. Maybe what I can say is also that international mobility is one of the core missions of apprenticeship training centers in France. We have 14 missions. One of them is to accompany, to support the apprentices so that they can do also the mobility, international mobility during the apprenticeship. We are coordinating an Erasmus consortium, FAME, Formasup Apprenticeship for Mobility in Europe, and together with partners, university and schools, to promote equal opportunities for apprentices and students taking part in mobility program. We are an inclusive CFA, as we repeat since yesterday. If somebody forgot, I want to insist that we are an inclusive training center. We also work very closely with the OPCOs. We are a financial institution in France. We have a system of financement, and to help remove financial barriers for apprentices so that an apprentice can go away with the international mobility helped by the OPCOs so that it will not have a financial barrier. More than 700 mobility placements took place during 2025 and 2026 academic year. We have a fantastic team in Formasup with Sandrine, Taman, Anne-Sophie and Marina, of course, who make it possible. Thanks to them. Beyond its primary mission of supporting apprentices for their mobility, Formasup Méditerranée wants to go further by coordinating cooperation and pedagogical innovation projects designed to highlight the skills apprentices acquire during the mobility experience. That's why it's so interesting for us to talk with Spain and Portugal. We had yesterday a roundtable around the different types of apprenticeship in Europe, but here we are make cooperation. So what is the TAGIF project? I'm sure you want to know, so let's discover how to learn elsewhere and transform here.
Europe is undergoing major transformations. Ecological, digital, and social transitions are reshaping companies and skills. Companies must adapt quickly, but innovation does not happen in isolation. TAGIF connects Europe, bringing together universities, companies, and apprentices across France, Spain, and Portugal. At the heart of TAGIF, apprentices. They are not just learners, they are change makers. They observe key dimensions in companies: ecology, digital transformation, and inclusion. TAGIF follows a structured process, from understanding the home company to observing abroad and sharing insights to an AI-powered system. The result is clear. Companies innovate and improve. Students develop key skills, and Europe strengthens collaboration. Observe, understand, share, co-create. TAGIF.
Okay. Now we propose to listen to the apprentices who experiment mobility. Yes, maybe Shaka and Rogerio can have a little rest. So, Zakaria, you are an apprentice at IMRED in the master's program in science and engineering, specializing in nanomaterials, industrial management, design and quality, energy and environment. The acronym, NICA, NICE, is a play on words. Okay. Like the rest of your cohort, you carried out the TAGIF project both within your company observation grid on good practices in inclusion, ecological transition, and digital transition in both settings. Looking at these three main fields, what specific topic did you focus on? Could you tell us what you have learned from this experience? And did it help you in any particular way? And if so, how? Over to you.
So first of all, I want to say thank you very much for having us with my classmates in my school, with Formasup and everyone who's participating. Thank you very much. So as an apprentice at IMRED in the Masters in Material and Science Engineering, I had the opportunity to have a mobility in Italy, more specifically in Milan. And during this mobility, I had the chance to implement the TAGIF project. So regarding the three main topics, as you saw previously, it was about inclusion, ecological transition, and digital transition. So concerning inclusion, I more observed the different or the collaboration of multicultural teams at the lab, and I observed the measures implemented to promote equal opportunities for each one of us who were working in the lab. More, if you want more specifically to understand what I've done, I was more working in a research lab at the University of Milan, so my tasks were more about the peptide synthesis. I don't know if it talks to you a bit, if you know about it, but it's like more chemistry than anything else. And for the ecological transition, I more observed the waste management in the lab, because when we are in the lab, we have to respect many different protocols and many different type of environmental protection and waste management. And I observed energy efficiency and the initiative aimed at reducing environmental impact in general. So, and finally, I observed about the digital transition. So I more focused and examined the use of digital tools at the lab. For example, using computers, using different softwares that we work on with the lab. Data management and the integration of innovative technologies to improve process and communications between the teams. So I would say this experience was very enriching for me. It was very important that I go to a different country than France, more specifically Italy. I would say I went for several opportunities is to learn at the lab and at the same time to learn a new language and to discover the food. The Italian food was very much important for me. And and I had to do this difference between, just to have this point of view of knowing what is the difference between France and Italy, talking about work management, etc. So this experience strengthened my awareness for importance of sustainability, inclusive and digitalization in organization. And when I will be back to my company, I think I will for sure include everything that I learned during my mobility to the company, to share with them my experience, because of course once I will arrive they will ask me about it, so I have to say something, and I will talk about everything. So and this TAGIF project, it really improved my analytical skills, because yeah, it's true that it's like a document that we need to fill in, but to fill this document, you need to be more analytical and to focus on many points and to have this analytical esprit analytique. But we are scientifics, so we need to have this, so it's very important. So overall, participating in the TAGIF project was a valuable experience for me, and I'm pretty sure for everyone that used it, and that helped me develop both professionally and personally, while gaining one more and very, very much different skills during the lab. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Zakaria. We understand it helps you to have a better methodology in collecting observation and structurate your scientific approach. Thank you very much. Frank, you are on the same master program as Zakaria. Could you tell us in a few words about the carbon impact measurement tool we have developed during the TAGIF project? Did you use it? Had you already heard or been trained on this topic in the work you were doing? Did you find the tool useful? What did you take away from it? Did you put an action plan in place afterwards?
Yeah, in apprenticeship as an eco-design engineer in a company from Nice, and so it's totally in my domain. And the tool developed during the TAGIF project is a personal carbon footprint calculator. So it estimates each person annual emission ton of CO2 equivalents. So he walked through a questionnaire covering the main areas of daily life, like transport, mobility, food, housing, energy, consumption, digital usage, and it is covered each answer into an emission using standard factor, and the tool gives you a total plus a breakdown by category. So you can see where your biggest impact come from. So from me, I know it's about 15,000 tons of CO2 per year. So this breakdown surprised me, especially the transport, because it's bigger than I expect. And in my company, I work as an eco-design engineer, so it's totally in my domain, and I measure carbon footprints every day for all products of the company. So I was really surprised about my transport, my carbon footprint transport, and so I try to reduce it. I try to reduce it, so like to take less the plane, to take more the train instead of the car to go to the work, to take the bike, and this is very useful. This is very I don't know how to say, for reduce impacts. This is I think this is the best way to realize about all impact of person. And when you have an action plan, when you take decision, it's really useful. It's really easy to take to follow your action plan, and so you just have to start, and then let's go.
Thank you very much, Frank. We understand that also it helped for you to personally to find how personally you can act, so that you become better also in your work, but also in your life. So we are very proud of our apprentices from Master Nanotechnology of Nice. And now I hand over to Taman.
Hi everyone. So this slide is about the TAGIF process for apprentices. You can find the three main themes of the projects: green transition, digital change, and inclusion. For our apprentices, the journey starts before the trip. You can find in the steps 1, 2, and 3 the preparation of their international mobility. For the step 1, it's a measurement of the carbon footprint with a tool called Free Carbon Project. This tool has been developed during the projects to be adapted for the apprentices' lifestyle. For instance, some apprentices had 2 residencies. Then, before leaving, they use an observation grid with their apprentice tutor to look at local practices before their mobility and to identify what the company would like to improve, which could be observed abroad. In this way, the apprentices adopt an change-maker mindset. For the step 4 and 5, they focus on the mobility periods. Apprentices go abroad and observe practices in their host organization. This new information, as the first one, goes into our IA tool. For the step 6, when they come back, they share what they learned and propose concrete actions for their company. Secondly, they have to file a satisfaction survey in order to improve the TAGIF process. So now you can. So this slide shows the results of this satisfaction survey. We ask apprentices and students about the projects. The first chart is about the global satisfactions. As you can see, 52% agree, 35% are neutral, and 12% disagree. So most apprentices are happy with the process. The observation grid was co-designed with the apprentices step by step by using a design thinking approach. Several versions of the observation grid were proposed to apprentices in order to make it as accessible and relevant as possible. The second chart is about understanding good practices like inclusion and ecology. Here, 18 strongly agree, 35% agree. That means more than half of the apprentices really understood the good practices in their interest. So overall, the results are positive, even they can be improved in the future. Apprentices are globally satisfied and they understand good practices well. So now, I will hand over to Mohamed. Ishaka.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I'm here again, and I'm going to present you some results related to the survey applied in Spain, in the Basque Country. Okay. We ask for the 3 topics addressed by TAGIF: the green transition, the digital transition, and inclusion. Okay. So I'm going to present the information comes from the survey carried among Spanish companies, and we can see here some clear tendencies. Okay. I have to say also that our this company's profile is industry related. Okay, as explained before, IMH is very related to the industry and advanced manufacturing ecosystem, and the survey is related to this type of companies. Okay, maybe the first key message or the first important message is that for the companies, they don't see sustainability, digitalization, and inclusion as separate topics. For them, three of them are related and are increasingly connected. Companies that which want to develop sustainable processes, they have also developed automatization processes and digitalization processes. Okay. And the companies who is trying to transformation, to boost the transformation processes, they must involve people. They must involve inclusion processes. They have to try to work with diverse teams and so on and so on. So they are all of three issues are very related. Okay. Looking at the priorities, digital training appears as the strongest need. Okay, as you say, just very near the 100% of companies answers that for them is very important issue. So maybe as this can show that. The digitalization, it isn't the future. It's something very important nowadays and in the present, no? And for immediate processes. Okay, when they are asking when they are saying that it's very important for them, they are not only asking for advanced technological profiles. Okay. They are asking for the practical things. This is the conclusion, or this is what we say in this survey result. No, they need the practical digital competencies. For example, they need that people able to use data for decision making. They need people who knows how to protect information through cybersecurity practices. How to use digital tools to improve efficiency, or how to adapt to increasingly digitalized processes. Okay, the second major area is the inclusion, as you say in the results. This survey demonstrates that this isn't only social thing. Okay, it's also very practical and very important for them. And this is quite significant and quite interesting for us, no? So, as I said, they only seen as a social value, no? They see also as an organizational need. Okay, companies are aware that diverse teams, inclusive communication, and accessibility are becoming essential in modern workplaces. Okay, this is our future. Right? We are speaking about, for example, in the Basque Country, the scarcity of the talent, young talent. So we need to work in these different profiles, different people coming from different places around the world. Okay, and the last part, but not least important, the green transition. Okay, so it shows us that sustainability is clearly present in the business agenda, and also show us that although there are companies with different level of maturity in this area. And this area, the needs identified also are very practical. No? Companies are asking for knowledge related to the energy and resources efficiency, circular economy, waste management, environmental regulations. They are asking CO2 reductions or life cycle thinking. So all of them very practical things, no? They very practical things, and things they need to apply laws to apply the ecological or green transition. Yeah, and knowledge that they need to reduce environmental impact and improve the sustainability of their processes. Yeah, so as a conclusion, we can say that they are not in 3 areas. They are not asking for general or theoretical training processes. They are asking for knowledges to apply immediately in their processes, in their reality, in their sector. So they need the knowledge, but oriented to their reality, their processes and their needs. And in this way also, they are asking for some flexible training paths, not general theories. No, flexible training paths just to learn and to apply to improve their processes in inclusion, green, or digital transition. Okay, so this is our conclusion, and this is that this survey show us, that this survey also show us that they are very open to collaborate to the university and to the training centers. So for us, it's a big opportunity to work with them in these 3 very important issues, and for us is also a challenge to work to how we can answer to their interests, because they are not waiting the general theories. They are waiting to flexible paths to develop some competencies and to use these competencies to improve their processes. So it's an opportunity and it's a challenge for us also. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, Ishaka, for your presentation. It was very interesting to see the Spanish companies' needs. I think we are a little bit late, so I will go faster. Don't hesitate at the end of my part if you have questions. As you could see, this is some results of the company surveys we did to study the needs of the companies, to see what they really need in the field. We have a percentage of mainly the same, half of companies from Spain and the other half from France. We could see, we asked them what is it added value, these projects for them? So mainly it's a yes response. Is it as advanced to have observations? Is the chatbot useful? We ask this question to see what they need as well. But surveys are not the perfect solutions to study the field, to study the companies. We need to talk more with them. We need to visit them to see what their needs. Go back to the observation grid data analysis. So this is some macro data we have from the beginning of the project. Is all the students who responded to the survey, the observation grid survey. So they go to a company, they observe some good practices and they fill up the survey. We have 244 observations in 17 different countries. As you could see, we have 288 of inclusion good practices, 216 of ecology, and 158 of digital transition in 123 different companies. This is to remember just in 2 years, and mainly in the second year, because the first year was to build up the tools, to start to have some tools. So relatively, we are just starting. We're just testing different approaches, and we start having some interesting results. I have a small company breakdown. You could see we have 89% of companies in Europe, a little bit less in Asia, in South America, North America, and Africa. We have the sectors. We could have energy utilities, education research, aerospace, defense, and etc. And we have all the scales. We could have micro companies and also SMEs or large groups. Also, as I talked about the sector, We have a map to see the different dominant sector by a country. We have semiconductors in Czech, aerospace in France and the USA. We can't say it's a statistic because we have a small number of percentage, but this gives you the idea of what we could collect as a data. Well, here we have some ecological practices. Just here we have a score, an average score of 53. Of course, we try to give a quality score of the data of the students' response to see if there is context, if there is the problematic, if there is enough information that gives us a good practice. We have the countries, we could see the distribution of the inclusion practices, ecological and digital transition by country. So I will pass the same. We could see that the most theme here is recycling and waste separation for the ecological programs and access for digital, which is interestingly true. Today we have to be trained to the new tools every week, every month. There is a new thing that's come to the market. And I will let the inclusion part for Anna to do after in the round table. And finally, we have, you could use the QR code for the free combo projects. Well, it's a little bit hard to set up your profile at the beginning, but we're trying to launch the chatbot as well for you to test and to see the response. You have your profile, you could see the history of your results, and also you could communicate with the chatbot. It's a new product, it's not stable yet, but it's have good results as well.